Hello and welcome to Geneva Republic as we build our empire here in Cities Skylines 2, the brand new city builder just released by Paradox. Actually, I take that back, not at all. It's SimCity 2013, the world's most hatest version of SimCity ever released. The one we hated and wanted to love but couldn't get past 10 years ago. Now I'm playing it here, and I'm going to make the best of it because the truth is, it's actually a beautiful game. And quite often, when you don't give something a chance, when you feel like you have no other options, and then it just sort of lets you down, you don't really see it for all the good that it is. You see it for all the problems that it has. And that's really kind of what happened with SimCity 5 10 years ago. After a long time playing SimCity 4, people wanted a new, shiny city builder. And SimCity 5 was supposed to be that, but it kind of fell short. It fell short because the system requirements required people to be online all the time, and that didn't work very well because they didn't have enough server support for it. And the map sizes were prohibitively small, and people didn't really want to build tiny little towns on little squares that boxed them in. And so the game sort of sputtered and died. And that was the end of the franchise. And yet, the truth is, it really is a beautiful game. There's a lot of cool things you can do in it. Not a perfect game, but when you look at it just as a game, and you don't expect it to be more, then it's actually not bad. And that's the crazy thing, that I guess when you have high expectations for something, sometimes that can blind you to just having a good experience and letting it be what it is. So anyway, we are building the 6th ward in Helena, and I think our focus, as I tend to make my city builds inspired either by my hometown or other little towns that I've seen or looked up on Google. This little map here is going to be the 6th Ward neighborhood and the capital district area of Helena. And then as we move out into some of these other little maps on the big regional map, we will create other little parts of a real world city that they'll be separated from each other because the maps are small. But it's still going to be based on real cities that exist, or real neighborhoods rather, that exist in a city that I live in, or a city that I know. We're just building out the city grid of little streets. I think I don't know if there's a shopping mall, but this area right here used to be, in Helena, that used to be the shopping mall. And now it's sort of mixed use commercial area being built there because the mall had gone into a state of disrepair, and then the mall stopped being a mall and got demolished. And then it was just a dirty, empty space with a street sign advertising for the mall that once was there and no longer existed, which is kind of sad. And then the Starbucks moved in from across the street, built a new Starbucks. That's cool. Taco Bell went in there. Medical building is building actually in real life today, is building a new building there. So it's always nice to see urban renewal happening for reals. Fortunately, whenever I switch over to the other screen, the game turns off the music. I wonder if you can change that. Like some games they let you do that. Like I guess not. Some games let you determine like if you want the sands to play when the game is minimized, and this one does not. Unfortunately, that's one of the downsides of a game that didn't continue to get the level of love and support that maybe it deserved. Not to complain too much, because that's not what this video is about. This series is meant to be an optimistic build of SimCity 5, not one to pick it apart. I'm sure a million people have picked City Skylines, or SimCity 5 rather, apart. Absolutely no need for me to do what has already been done. But I do have my Google Maps on the other screen, and I'm just kind of looking at it to get a reminder of where I want to draw my roads. I don't think they ever had a feature for naming roads in this game. Don't think so. That road looks a little crooked to me. Is it? Maybe. Maybe not. No, I guess not. I thought it was crooked. I really feel like it might be. It looks kind of crooked, doesn't it? I don't know. Well, if it's crooked, it's crooked. That's alright. Maybe it's meant to be crooked. It's meant to be crooked. Roads aren't perfectly straight in real life either. Even the straight ones are remarkably crooked, I have found. Maybe I should stop drawing roads for a little bit and actually focus on managing my city. I did build a shuttle depot here. Built a few bus stops around town. So now we do have a shuttle bus running. Looks like we need a little more industry, so let's go ahead and do that. At some point, we're gonna have to build a rail station too, because we have a railroad here. which is cool. Guess we can speed it up a little bit. Construction is underway on the city's first apartment buildings, packing even more poor Sims into the city. Is that it right there? Or is that a commercial building? Oh, that's the Maxis Theater playing the Super Maxis Llama. But I think, one big reason why I'm playing this game is not just a nostalgia kick, it's because I really didn't give this game a fair try. I did play it a few times before, but I never really got into it fully. And I never really gave it a fair shot, because I always looked at it through the lens of kind of being disappointed that it wasn't good enough. And now I'm not looking at it through that lens. I'm looking at it through the lens of being a game that the developers put a lot of passion into and a lot of effort into, that had a lot of amazing functionality in it, that was cool when the game released, and is actually remarkably cool even to this day. The way individual agents move around, the info layers, the way the camera effects look, and most of all, the elegant way the art style looks fitting for an American town, which is a very refreshing contrast to the really cartoony, not very realistic appearance of vanilla city skylines. We could upgrade. Can we upgrade? Yeah, we could. There we go. Upgrade the town hall. That's good. I don't know what that does for us, though. Not 100% sure if that's just a visual thing or if it helps us in some way. Makes everybody happier, clearly. That's good. Okay, so I guess we need more police, huh? We got police department's $30,000. It's expensive, huh? We'll just wait for a minute. We should have enough money to build the police station. There we go. Imagine we're going to need another power plant too at some point. We could build a solar plant for 33,000. It's not super big. There's a robbery in progress. Can we see it? Don't know where it is. Oh, it's there, isn't it? And there's a criminal. He's on the move. He's stealing here. He's shoplifting at Smokehouse Sam's. Well, that's not good. Well, it looks like we're using all of our jail cells. That could be a problem. Maybe we need to build some more jail cells. I guess we can't because we don't have room there. Well, maybe what we're gonna have to do then is move the water tower. You know, we could actually, yeah, we could put the water tower right there, and then we'll demolish the other one, and that will give us room to expand our jail like that. That was one of the things that was really cool about SimCity, the modular buildings, to where you could add onto buildings and kind of customize them. And the modules actually served a purpose. It's pretty cool. I know there's a church that you can build in SimCity. I just don't remember how you unlock it. We have a lot of criminals around. Maybe we should add some police cars. There we go. Our jail cells are almost all full. And we have a power shortage now too. That's not good. So this square here is going to be our church. The church would be there. And then this square would be a running track and ball field and park area. And then this square would be a high school area. That would be the college, community college. Really satisfying to see the little trailer houses upgrade into nice neighborhood houses. And I love the art style because these houses look real. Like, they look like exactly the kind of houses you'd see in a normal middle-class neighborhood. Same thing with the industry. The industrial buildings look like something you'd actually see. They're just a little stylized, so they look kind of cool, but they look realistic. I really enjoy that. Those roads are definitely a little crooked. I don't like that. Alright, that's better. As we approach the edge of the map, have to use a little bit of artistic license to handle the edges, because that is one of the things. City Skylines does not give you a lot of options. Or, you know, I keep on calling it City Skylines. SimCity 5 does not give you a lot of options when it comes to graceful edges in your city. You just have your little map. You gotta make the best of it. And we're just gonna go ahead and finish drawing the square grid, because that's probably about the most efficient use of space. Yeah, that'll do. Looks pretty nice, I would say. Weird how you can draw roads inside the building here, like that. Okay. Yep, but for whatever reason, you can't connect the roads from the outside. Yeah, so I can do that. That works. Yeah, that looks pretty nice indeed. Now we just have a little bit more road network to build. And then we can just focus on managing the city itself. Should be nice. I wonder if houses will develop in this space, or if that's too cramped. Let's give it a try and see. Looks like that'll be just fine. that's going to be it for the road network. Now we're going to take a look at our power plant situation. And I think we're going to go for a solar power plant just because that seems like a possibly a good idea. I was thinking about putting it out there. That'll do. I'll put it right there. Some of these folks might not like living next to it, but you know what? You win some, you lose some. It's alright. Let's learn about sim happiness. Very good. Everybody's pretty happy. Tells us why. Because people are dying. They're still happy. But they'd be happier if people weren't dying. That makes sense. I don't really need that tutorial. City Hall module is now available. Oh, that's cool. We can do the expansions to the City Hall. We don't need to do any of that yet. I don't think. We'll put a sign. That's cool. want to build a hospital. That's a Red Cross Relief Center. I don't need to do that. Well, where's all the sick people? Well, they're over here. Well, I guess we'll put another clinic right there. Looks like everybody's needs are pretty well met. We don't have any yellow buttons. There's a lot of cool little parks we can build. At some point we're going to run out of room for industrial. And then we'll have to build more industry in another city, and people will have to commute to. Nice little skyscraper we got there. One thing I like about this game, when you get a new building, it really feels special. Like, it just, I mean, it's not an enormous building, but it's so cool looking. It feels like it's kind of like an accomplishment to have that building go up, you know? It's just, it looks cool. In city skylines, it doesn't feel cool. It just, it is what it is. Like, all the buildings felt the same, and there weren't really any especially tall buildings. It was just like a total mass of samey buildings that were all kind of jam themselves in together. Like, there's a little box store. Like, it looks legit. It looks like a real store. Like, you can take a glance at it and it actually looks like a store. You don't have to imagine that it looks realistic. It looks good. When I look at this, it's hard to believe that it's actually a 10-year-old game because it really looks beautiful even today. Well, I guess that's about as good of a place as any to call it a wrap for this episode. We've made a decent amount of progress there. We've finished our city grid. We've got our streets all laid out. Got a few new skyscraper, high-risey kind of buildings. And all in all, things are looking pretty decent here in Helena. So, thank you for coming along for the journey. And until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye.